When did you wake up and realize that you could be this guy who motivates people? Because I think a lot of times people look at you and they say you're too good to be true. You seem perfect. You got this beautiful face, body. You're married to Megan Good. You guys abstain from sex. Who does that before marriage? And now you're out here telling us all of this stuff. Of course,
Yeah.
look at you, DeVon Franklin. Of course, you can write this book. What about the average schlub out here who's just trying to make ends meet, struggling, can't even say struggle.
Oh, but the thing about it, Karen, is listen, I mean, I talk about this in the book. There's a section in the book where I literally say, R.I.P. Mr. Perfect. It's all about that because, as a kid, see, my father passed away tragically when I was 9 years old. He died of a heart attack when he was 36 years old. And he left my mother and my brothers and I to be, he left me and my two brothers to be raised by my mother and my grandmother and my grandmother's 7 sisters. And so coming out of that, I started to find approval in achievement. So the more I would do well at school, people would pat me on the back. Oh, good job, DeVon. Oh, you're great. So I started to find my value in that achievement. So as I made my way through school, I'll never forget, it was 6th grade and I got to Albany Middle School, which is in the Bay Area. And, I was just going about doing what I do. And one of my classmates started saying, oh, you're Mr. Perfect, Mr. Perfect. And so at the time I was like, okay, I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And as I grew older, I bought into this Mr. Perfect mentality. But Karen, as I got into my career, I started to realize this is a prison because I'm not perfect. I know that. And I'm not, but here I am putting too much energy into that image. And as a result, it's restricting my truth. And so I had to really go through this process, and I'm still going through the process of saying, hey, I am not perfect. And I'm just trying to be me. I'm just trying to tell you my truth and live my truth, but to not do it in a way where I personally don't leave myself room for error. So to your point, here's the reality. It's like, I became this person because I know what it's like. My father was an alcoholic. Most of the times I remember him, he was not sober. I know the tragedy of having to go into the morgue and kiss him goodbye and have no idea, as a kid, what the heck am I going to do with this? And being this middle child, fighting for my place in life. So none of this was planned. None of this, I'm supposed to be a statistic, Black men growing up without a father. We know what the statistics say about that. So this is nothing but me having great people in my life, laying a great foundation, and to help me understand who I was. And because I'm on that path, I feel compelled to help others. It's like, I know what it's like when you feel alone. I know what it's like when you're frustrated. I know what it's like when you don't know where your place is. I got you. So it's not about trying to present perfection at all. If anything, it's just like, we all need help. It's like, we need help. And that's what I'm compelled to do whenever I can do it.